All right. I'm here in Fort Worth, downtown, sipping on my coffee, just enjoying the beautiful scenery of these beautiful buildings, these beautiful people. And by people, I mean women. Just being honest with y'all, it's just a different atmosphere than what I'm used to here in Texas. Being from Cali, being in Cali, it just seems like people are just so consumed and so busy that it's really hard to connect with people. There's so many people that are just going about their business, going about their day, doing their thing. And that's all that matters. If it's not therefore, there is no more, And so here, what I'm finding, the spirit of people here, it's just a lot different. There's more friendliness, more openness, definitely more of a buzz in the air. And, that's all gospel. That's all scriptural. When we show ourselves friendly, then people will be friendly. And I think I was amazed the most when I went to dinner with one of my best friend, Brett. It was for his birthday. And when we went into this restaurant, there was such a buzz in the restaurant that literally it was almost hard to even hear your own conversation because there was so much energy, so much buzz in the building, and it was so fascinating. It was such a wonderful experience. And it's something, as someone from Southern California, where life is just so fast-paced, everybody's just doing their own thing. If it, as I said, if it's not therefore, then there is no more. And so experiencing that for really almost the first time in I don't know how long, if I've ever experienced it. But it really spoke volumes to me, and I just thought about it. How much time do we waste being isolated? How much time do we relinquish and give up just going through the motions of our day, just building walls around us and not allowing all the information, all the interconnectedness of humanity, all of the energy of others to impact us, even if it's just a smile, even if it's just a little glimpse, even if it's just a split second, but allowing the impact of our surroundings to influence us, or for us to influence our surroundings in a positive way. You see, I've been on this for a couple months, making every moment breathtaking. Too many people don't realize that all of these moments that we experience in our day, although we could go to the same spot, we could be in the same exact seat that we were in yesterday. Do you know that the moment that you're encountering right now, you'll never encounter that ever again? You'll never ever have another chance to participate in the moment that you're participating in right now. It's going to be a distant memory. It's going to be a forgotten scene in your own mental images. But if you learn how to embrace it, how to capture the moment, then that picture that you're seeing will become a picture that will not be forgotten. It will be one that you can reference back to, and it'll be a memory in your mind, in your intellect. And so living from that platform of actually making the most of every opportunity, making every moment breathtaking, you see. And it's perception. It's how you view things. It's how you see things. It's the lens that you look out of, you see. And there's so many of us, we just go through the motions of life and just expect the same old every single day, instead of allowing every moment to be explosive, dynamic, breathtaking, something that we capture in our mind, something that creates an image on the inside of us, you see. And in 53 years of being alive, I have come to find that living life like this is far greater than just going through the motions in life. And I'm telling you, as a friend, as an influencer, as someone who wants to make a difference on this planet Earth, it's time to relocate yourself. It's time to find yourself, your truth, not something that has been labeled over you, not something that you've embraced as truth for you, but your authentic truth, the authentic message over your life, who you actually are, finding out who you've always been. I think one of the most powerful things I ever heard within my heart was, Lewis, you are only finding out who you've always been. And when I heard that, that was the most craziest, explosive message I've ever heard from anyone or anything. And what it literally did, it put me on a path of discovery, not a path of becoming, but a path of discovering who I've always been, you see. And for the past 24 years of my life, that is the journey that I've been on. I'd like to say I've always hit the target every time. I haven't, but that's all part of my journey. This has been a crazy year for me. Many of you know I was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia in April of this year. Spent 47 days in the hospital. But I knew deep down inside of me there was a greater picture than what I was experiencing in the moment. And I knew that if I could just hear something inside of me that contradicted what I was seeing on the outside, that I could believe something different and therefore experience something different. See, imagination is powerful. The power to imagine can never be taken from any one of us. Everything that we see with our physical eyes all started in the imagination of someone or something. And as a result of someone seeing it inside of them, they were able to bring that into reality. In other words, their five senses were able to touch, taste, feel, smell, hear, etc., etc., tangibly experiencing their very dream on the inside. And friend, whatever the dream is inside of you, I want to encourage you to manifest that dream. You say, well, all that sounds good, but how do I manifest my wildest dreams? How do I manifest my imagination? It's called the law of assumption. It's you assuming that you already possess it. And what happens within your brain is your brain don't know the difference, and your brain will start sending emotions through your physical body, and you start assuming the feeling that it's already done. And once you've assumed the feeling that it's already done, mark the day, mark my words, it won't be long, that assumption, that feeling that you've assumed will bring forth everything that you've already imagined to be true in your life. You say, that sounds too easy. It sounds too good to be true. Well, we've had to mess everything up and complicate everything by giving you the 7 steps to success, the 7 laws of faith, all of these different methodologies that people think if they follow, it'll happen. And, you know, I'm not saying that it won't, but there is a far easier way to manifest your dreams. And that is, first, you imagine it and then assume that you already possess it. And as you assume that you already possess it, what that means is you'll experience the feeling of what it feels like to actually tangibly possess that in the physical form. And you can talk to countless people throughout history, throughout this present age right now. You can read books on people, and everybody, when it gets down to the nuts and bolts and how they brought forth their imagination, they will tell you they assumed that they already possessed it, therefore it had to manifest. You see? And that's what's powerful. That to me is what's a game changer, if we can say it like that. That is a game changer in life. That is what changes what you've been looking at to what you see inside of you and what you start seeing on the outside of you. That is the game changer, my friend. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm LY. You've tuned into God's Convo. I'm telling you, this is the way. It's imagination. It's assumption. It's you assuming that you already possess what you're dreaming on the inside of you, assuming that you already possess everything that you've imagined to be so, or imagined that you could see yourself doing. Assume the feeling of that, and friends, you will see it. God bless you.